Hello, everybody, and welcome to our online class for Healthy for the Holidays. I want you to take a minute and imagine with me how different would your life look if you didn't get sick as often as you do? If your family stayed healthy through the holidays and through the cold and flu season? Imagine if you slept great every night. If you didn't have to call out sick from work because of illness or have your children miss school because of sickness. How would your life look different if you had energy to thrive and be productive and have vitality throughout the day? Imagine if you had natural solutions on hand to deal with anything that would come along. How would it feel to be empowered to know exactly what to do if somebody did start to get sick and you knew how to stop that in its tracks? How would your life look? Would coughs, cold, stomach issues, fatigue, headaches, etc., would that set you back? How would your life look if you didn't have to deal with these issues? Now, take another minute to imagine how different would your finances look if you didn't have to spend money going to the doctor, if you didn't need to buy all of those over-the-counter or prescription meds that come with those side effects, if you didn't need to miss work because of illness. Imagine how different your finances would look if you had more energy and vitality to be productive on your job, maybe to make more of those sales, and the quality of your life to spend time with your family. How would your finances look if your body were so healed that your doctor could begin working with you to wean you off of those meds that you no longer need? That is the goal of this short class. I'm going to be giving you key tips and tricks to stay healthy, especially in the stressful holiday season, and to empower you to know how to keep yourself and your family healthy. My name is Diana, and it is my honor to spend time empowering you. I hope that what you're going to learn here is going to powerfully impact your life and even change it completely. I am a homeschool mom with 6 kids, and I'm passionate about this because I've been sick most of my adult life. If anything was coming down the pike, I was going to be the one to catch it. I've dealt with multiple sinus and respiratory infections every year for decades. And a few years ago, I was diagnosed with 2 autoimmune diseases before learning what I'm about to teach you here today. So I am convinced that I built my doctor's house with all the money that we've spent over the years on doctor's visits. Since learning what I'm going to teach you, I have put my 2 autoimmune diseases into remission, and we hardly ever get sick anymore. If someone does catch something, we know how to nip it in the bud very quickly without needing medical attention. I still love doctors, and I appreciate their help when we have physical injuries that need attention. But for the majority of medical issues, I am now empowered to deal with them naturally, saving a ton of money in the process. Since learning this as well, I've gone back to school for functional medicine, learning how to treat the whole person and to support all of the body systems so that the body can heal itself, just like God created our bodies to do. I am an expert in the therapeutic usage of essential oils, and I'm passionate about natural health transformations, and I work with people all over the country to transform their lives, their health, and their home. So why is this important? Well, what I'm going to show you next are some statistics, and these stats are a little bit outdated. So I am sure that they are so much worse even now today. The last stat that I heard recently too is that 85 million adults in the United States alone have an autoimmune disease. Because it can take up to 8 years even to get a diagnosis, it's terrifying to think just how many more people are walking around completely oblivious to the ticking time bomb in their bodies. So here we can look at 43% of children in the US have chronic illness. And when they include obesity, that raises to 52%. Children between 4 and 17 years old have been diagnosed with ADHD. Now, the stats are so much higher. Mental issues with hyperactivity, ADD, depression, it is epidemic in our country. Even though the US is only 5% of the US population, we consume 75, 3/4 of the world's prescription drugs. I think a big root of this is the food supply that we have that is so filled with preservatives and with all kinds of unhealthy things. Now, everyone has heard about essential oils, but are they really a fad? Of course, everybody is jumping on the essential oil bandwagon, but these have been used for centuries. Back in 3500 BC, the Egyptians were using essential oils for health. In fact, in the pyramids, they found more essential oils than they did gold. Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine, used plants, and he's even known as saying, "Let food be thy medicine." There's a reason they brought frankincense to the Christ child, king of oils. We'll talk more about that. Even as recently as World War II, essential oils are being used to treat our soldiers. So this is not a fad. This is science. This is real. And there is a therapeutic history of essential oils throughout history. So let's first find a definition of what essential oils are. They're really just the immune system of a plant. The natural mechanism that essential oils provide in a plant to protect them from invaders has that same protective quality in our body. These are pure extracts from plants that are highly concentrated, 50 times and 70 times percent more powerful than herbs. So while it's good even to cook with herbs, you're going to get a much more powerful punch using your oils. Now, essential oils are therapeutically effective because they work in a cell. If somebody is sick, they'll take a medicine, but the medicine only works in the bloodstream. Essential oils will cross that cell membrane barrier and they'll get into your cell. So when my son went on a mission trip last year, he came home and days later ended up being taken by ambulance to the emergency room. After 8 hours, the diagnosis was he had contracted some kind of a bug-borne, mosquito-borne virus. It was really bad. He was incredibly sick. His spleen was so enlarged you could literally see it protruding. Doctors told him he would be 3 to 6 months before he was better. Now, when it's a virus, they can't treat it because the virus will live inside the cell. So they sent us home basically saying, good luck, give him time to heal. But what they didn't know is that I knew how to use essential oils therapeutically. We treated him very aggressively, all 3 ways, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. And he was back to work in a week. He was still tired, but he was so much better. These work in the cell. We are ready for anything, any illness that comes down a pike, even a virus, when we use these therapeutic grade oils. Now, like I said, essential oils are everywhere. Please do not think that the $5 Walmart frankincense that you are getting is the real thing. Sadly, because there is no FDA oversight, anybody can say what they want. Anybody can say their oils are pure and natural, and really they're not. In fact, 95% of natural oils are adulterated, either with synthetics, fillers, chemicals, even pesticides. They are not safe to use therapeutically. So remember, anything I'm going to share in this class that we're teaching now is only specific to doTERRA. I trust doTERRA because of their transparency. They actually have a source to you site where you can go, you can look up any oil and get all the information about when and where and how it was sourced. They have their own standards. So CPTG stands for Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. This is beyond organic. And because of their co-impact sourcing, they literally source all over the world. I'll talk about that later. We get the purest and the most potent, highest quality oils all over the world. doTERRA is the leading essential oil company globally. You will not find an oil that can compare. So everything I'm going to teach you now is based on doTERRA's wellness pyramid lifestyle. It's common sense. Eat right, exercise, rest and manage stress, and reduce your toxic load. We are going to be learning today about informed and proactive self-care and medical care. Before I jump into the oils, let me highlight doTERRA's #1 best-selling product. I'm recording this in November of 2019, and as of this time, doTERRA is a $7 billion debt-free essential oil company, again, largest in the world, but these supplements are their #1 best selling product. The reason is because they have 9 essential oils in them, including frankincense. So you've heard it said that you are what you eat. Really, you are what you absorb. You can take these mega dose vitamins that have 10,000% of this and that. Your body can't absorb it. It can't metabolize it. So you end up feeding your toilet some very expensive supplements. But because we talked about essential oils crossing into the cell, it carries in that whole food nutrition right into your cell. That's where it impacts you from a cellular level. I love hearing the testimonies and the stories from people that use this, where they have more energy, more vitality, they're sleeping better, their skin issues have cleared up, they have their life back, where they don't walk around in this brain fog. For me personally, after 2 years on these supplements, I cut, with the doctor's help, I cut my prescription medication in half. Someday I hope to be off it completely. These worked so powerfully, my body healing from the inside. I didn't need that supplemental medication anymore. So these are a lifesaver. I know personally, and from the many, many, many people I work with, these are amazing. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Everybody could benefit from them, and it is a risk-free option to try it. So I highly recommend that. So, how do we use essential oils? You can use them 3 ways: topically, aromatically, and internally. Topically, you just put some maybe fractionated coconut oil in your palm with 1 or 2 drops. 1 drop is a dose, and put it applied anywhere topically, to your stomach for abdominal stress, to your chest and back for respiratory stress, wherever you need it. When you add anything topically, it's in your bloodstream in 30 seconds. So be warned, that means anything you're putting topically, any of your creams and your lotions, any of your inferior essential oils, if there's anything toxic, if there's any chemicals or fillers or synthetics in any of your skincare products, that is getting into your bloodstream, into your body, and it's going to increase your toxic load, which breaks down your immune system and leads to disease. So be careful what you put on topically. Using a diffuser, you impact your health just by breathing. You can impact your mood powerfully as well. And internally, again, only doTERRA oils. Most are not safe internally. I add it to my water to drink to cleanse all of my internal organs through the day. Put a drop under your tongue. Put it in a capsule. This is my natural plant-based medicine that I use. There's so many ways you use your oils. So there are 10 oils that will literally remake your medicine cabinet. I'm going to highlight those 10 with a couple others. Now, there's a ton of oils out there, and your brain would probably blow up if I tried to teach you everything. So we're going to keep this simple and just highlight the 10 oils that will make you equipped and empowered to deal with anything that comes down the pike. Again, everything I'm sharing is specific only to doTERRA. And while every oil will have dozens and dozens of applications, therapeutic applications, I'm just going to highlight some of them. So this is not an exhaustive list at all. So the first oil here is lemon, which we source in Italy. So ask yourself this: have you ever woken up in the morning and your voice is all froggy and you're clearing your throat a lot? Have your children ever put stickers on places you don't want those stickers, or even the stickers that you find on your produce that you can't get off without ripping the skin off? Lemon oil is great for cleaning with, cooking with, removing those stickers. Again, adding it to your water or smoothies as a natural cleanser. You can use lemon oil all 3 ways: aromatically, topical, and internally. It also supports respiratory function, and it also is very positive and uplifting for your mood. We source lavender in Provence, France. Now, the quality of oil, that if I grew lavender in my backyard, it would not have that same power and potency as it does when it grows indigenously, where it doesn't have the local pests bothering it. And when you source it at just the right time, that's where you cannot get a better quality of potency and therapeutic benefit from when you source literally all over the world. You've probably heard that lavender is good for stress reduction. So have you ever felt stressed out or anxious? Do you wish you could sleep better or have your kids sleep better? If your kids are stressed out and anxious, do you want a way to calm them down? And even, do your kids ever get scrapes on their elbows or their knees? Lavender oil is a lifesaver. This is great on burns, soothing any kind of skin irritation. It's emotionally soothing and promotes and supports restful sleep. This oil is just a powerful one to diffuse at nighttime in your own or your children's bedrooms. Now, our peppermint oil, bar none, is incredible. One drop has the potency of 28 cups of peppermint tea. So have you ever wanted to wake up and work out in the morning, but you're just too tired? Do you wake up and you just don't want to get out of bed? Do you ever get headaches or any pain that you just don't know quite what to do about? Peppermint oil is the go-to. Even leaving this by your nightstand and putting a drop in your hands, rubbing your hands together and just inhaling deeply. This will open up sinus passageways. It's good for respiratory function and clear breathing. That's how my son would take care of his headaches, just by inhaling this and letting it get into the brain and bring some peace. Peppermint's very energizing and it's very invigorating, especially when you incorporate it with a citrus oil. It's good for your digestive system, reducing bloating and indigestion and gas. You can use this oil all three ways. I love cooking and adding this, making peppermint mint cookies, chocolate mint, my coffee, natural peppermint mocha in the morning. There's so many ways you can use this. And again, it is a powerful oil. Now, those three oils together are your allergy buster. doTERRA even puts them together in a capsule called Tri-Ease. So when we're getting ready to go to my sister's house and she has cats, my husband and son are allergic. So we'll just give them 2 of these Tri-Ease capsules. And then they go and we can be there for hours without any problem. And I keep it with my purse. So if after 5, 6 hours, the symptoms start to come back, we just give them some more. You can even make these in your own little capsule if you prefer. But this will take care of all of your seasonal threats. Breathe oil is actually the oil that got me started with doTERRA. This knocked out a very serious lung condition that I had gotten for a 5th time. This oil is gold. This is good for any respiratory threat, anything coughs or colds, respiratory issues, breathing issues for any reason. In the wintertime, I will diffuse this and it will help to combat any respiratory threats. You can put it topically to your chest or back. This is an oil that you would not use internally, but you will use it aromatically and topically. This stuff is amazing. Melaleuca is an oil. You've probably heard of tea tree. Have your kids ever gotten cuts or scrapes? If anyone's ever had a hard time breathing, has anyone ever had a sore throat? What you can do with Melaleuca is put a drop of Melaleuca and a drop of lemon in water, gargle with it, and then swallow. It will knock out a sore throat. You can mix this with lavender, and that will help with any cuts or scrapes. Melaleuca is good for cleansing. It's good for like an antiseptic, protecting against environmental or seasonal threats, and it also promotes a healthy immune function. Frankincense is the king of oils. A doctor I worked with once said, if you could have only one oil, let it be frankincense. It is the king of oils, good for pretty much anything. When in doubt, we use frankincense. One of the biggest things that frankincense does on a cellular level, it will cause any mutating cells to kill themselves. It's actually called apoptosis. So anything mutating in your body, we all have them. You don't want that. So I literally will keep my frankincense up on my sink. So morning and evening when I'm brushing my teeth and getting ready for the day or for bed, I'll put a couple drops of frankincense right under my tongue. And that to me will impact every cell of my body and keep me healthy and strong. This also promotes a very healthy and strong immune system, which is really important to overall health. This also knocks out very powerful monster headaches. And anyone dealing with autoimmunity or any serious health issue, this is a must-have. Has anyone ever had an infection, virus, or the flu? Has anyone ever needed antibiotics? This is my go-to. This is a powerful, powerful oil that I actually use as my natural antibiotic. We can use this to remove warts and skin tags. You can use this as a powerful cleansing and purifying agent. It supports the healthy immune system, healthy digestion, and respiratory function. You can use this oil all three ways. I would not diffuse it though, unless you want your home to smell like a pizzeria. But the Roseman Institute did a study, unbeknownst to doTERRA. They were looking for replacements for antibiotics because we have so many antibiotic resistant bugs now, like MRSA and other things that are killing people. So after a 2-year study on using all different kinds of essential oils from all different companies, doTERRA's oils were the ones that were found to have the most powerful and consistent results on the human cell. Now you can have a result in a petri dish, but the proof is in the pudding. You want this to impact you on a cellular level. And doTERRA's outperformed all of the other essential oils. Now, this was not funded by doTERRA. We didn't know about this until they came to us with their results. So we now are having new options because of, like I said, these antibiotic resistant drugs. Ask me for a recipe for my flu bomb. These are 5 of the oils that I'm going to highlight today that I use internally. That is my natural antibiotic, and it works wonders. Oregano, I will not be without. On Guard. On Guard is our immune support blend. This is something that will help to keep your body's immune system strong to fight all of those bugs out there. It's a beautiful blend that it smells amazing with wild orange and clove and cinnamon, but it has a powerful effect on your cellular level to keep your immune system strong. Because this oil is so potent and powerful, they put it into a lot of different products. So we have On Guard toothpaste and On Guard mouthwash, On Guard hand sanitizer and beadlets and hand soap, cleaner concentrate, On Guard soft gels that has oregano and black pepper and other things. So it's like On Guard on steroids. That's amazing too. As soon as somebody starts feeling sick, we'll pop those in there. So if anybody around you is hacking or you're coughing and you're just worried, oh my goodness, I don't want to get that, you just increase your On Guard. Take it all 3 ways. I personally love diffusing On Guard with my Breathe all winter long while my house is closed up. This stuff is gold, and that's why we really don't go back to the doctor much at all anymore. Only for an injury is the only reason we ever go to the doctor. Any sickness that comes along, I have all of my tools to deal with it naturally. Anybody that has digestive issues, you want this oil. This is one of our fastest acting oils. I was teaching one time and I was about to teach a large class, and I had eaten something that just was not making my stomach happy. So I really quick took a couple drops internally and put some on my belly. Within 20 minutes, I felt good as gold and ended up having an awesome class. This is one that you can use all 3 ways as well, but you probably wouldn't diffuse it. Taking it internally and topically is amazing. My son, who used to deal with IBS, this was a lifesaver to him. But I always told him, you know, there's common sense. You can't eat half of a pizza just because you have this amazing blend. You know, you can't oil your way out of a bad diet. So we have our common sense here too. But this is a oil you must have on hand for anything digestive, even motion sickness, nausea, acid reflux, indigestion, cramping, stomachache. It will knock it out. It's amazing. Now, Deep Blue is our pain blend. Anything pain. Does anybody ever get tension headaches, stress headaches? Have your kids pulled muscles? Anything, even growing pains for children. Anything pain related, Deep Blue is amazing. I can give massages diluting this with some coconut oil and putting on topically. It also comes in a Deep Blue rub, polyphenol capsules, which is like my natural Advil, and a roller. But I'm never without my Deep Blue because this stuff is gold. It really, really works. So those were the 10 oils that literally remake your medicine cabinet. But I'm going to highlight two more things because anxiety and stress are epidemic in our culture. Do you know that 90% of doctors' visits, the root of the problem is because of stress? And if we're not dealing with stress properly, it can, like I said, it will break down your immune system. It will start to break down your body. So that's where a lot of our illnesses, a lot of our issues, and even diseases come from. So the Serenity blend, I call that lavender on steroids. That is amazing for sleep, for stress reduction, for calming. And the Balance Oil is a grounding blend. Both of those oils separately are incredible, but when you put them together, it has an effect to just help your body deal with the anxiety and the stress. I call it an anxiety and stress buster. Those are two oils I absolutely love. So if that's an issue that you're dealing with, these are some oils you're going to want. Now, we're not going to talk about my aromatherapy, but we do have 6 powerful blends that are made specifically to deal with all of the different emotional struggles we have. I will work with kids that instead of like the psychiatrists will want to put these kids on these strong psychotropic drugs, but the doctor will allow the parents to work with us with some emotional aromatherapy, so that we can avoid those heavy duty drugs. We don't know the long term effects of those, and this has been found to be incredibly powerful. So, what I've told people is because the essential oils cross that blood brain barrier, they literally impact your brain, they literally impact every cell of your body. But you can do everything right. You can have the best diet, you can take the best supplements, you can use your oils, you can do everything right. But if you are not managing your emotional stress and health, that's like taking a huge giant eraser to everything good that you do. So it's really, really important to make sure that you're managing your emotions in a healthy way. So as we mentioned before, we source all over the world. I love this picture showing all the different countries that we source from. The thing I love even more than the oils is the ministry called the Healing Hands Foundation that doTERRA has. When I buy my oils, I am literally supporting amazing people all over the world. When they go to these countries to source these beautiful oils, and they've seen these natives walking for hours and hours a day just to get clean water, they've ended up digging them wells for clean water on site, building schools and medical clinics, offering microloans to help empower them to start their own businesses and generate income. They pay them beautifully, wonderful wages, so that they can care for themselves, because a lot of these are third world, very poor countries. So we are literally impacting and changing lives globally, and I absolutely love that. So this is why doTERRA's oils are the most pure and potent, because they are sourced indigenously where they grow, the purest, the strongest, the most powerfully effective oils. They're amazing. So if you've learned stuff and you think, wow, this is amazing, how do I get this? I really want this for myself. There's 2 ways to get started with doTERRA. You can pay a $35 membership to get a year's wholesale membership, just like Costco or BJ's. And then you'll get your 25% wholesale pricing all year. You have full control over what you get. There's not going to be sending you things, auto shipping. You have full control of your account. But there is a better way. I am all about saving money. So they put together kits. And with these kits, they discounted all of the oils even below wholesale price. So you can't buy them for this cost. Even wholesale is higher than the cost of the oils in a kit. Then they waive that membership fee. So you not only get oils below wholesale, you also save $35. If I'm going to pay $35, I want something for it, not just the privilege of shopping. So you get your wholesale price, and then there is an opportunity to get an additional 10 to 30% back. I actually save 55% on all of my oils. But this is how you can do it. Here are 5 simple kit options. All of these kits have amazing oils. Now, if you look at the one in the middle, the Healthy Start, and the one on the bottom right, the Healthy Home, Those all have the same 10 oils, and they both have the diffuser. But the Healthy Home also has other things, a lot of your On Guard products, as well as soap and shampoo. The bottom left, the Natural Solutions Kit, that was our #1 best-selling product because you not only get all those 10 oils plus more oils, you get a box to keep them in, and you get your first month of the supplements with digestive enzymes, probiotics, your 8-hour diffuser, 10-hour diffuser. You get more of your On Guard products there as well. You get your fractionated coconut oil, the Deep Blue Rub, soap, shampoo, lotion, so much in that kit. So if you want to transform like your whole house, that's the kit to go with. If you have a lot of oils, but you really want to look at cleansing your body and supplementing yourself on an internal level, I suggest the Healthy Habits Kit that has the supplements, probiotics, digestive enzymes, 5 amazing oils, and that Deep Blue Rub. That's going to get you started with really the basics for your health. And then there's the Simple Solutions. You get your Lemon, On Guard, and Serenity, and the Deep Blue Rub. And then I can work with you to customize. If there's anything else specific that you're looking for, we can just add that to that kit as well. Your $35 wholesale membership is free with all of these kits. And remember, they're all discounted. Let's quick look at the difference between the Healthy Start and the Healthy Home. While I said you have the 10 oils that are the same, the size of them is different. The Healthy Start has 5 milliliter bottles, which have about 85 drops. The Healthy Home kit has 15 milliliter bottles, which a 15 mil has about 250 drops. So just doing the math, 160 times 3, because Healthy Home has tripled the oil. The oil alone is $480 value. Then the value of all of the On Guard products, as well as the soap and shampoo and conditioner, that is another $94.50 at wholesale. So that Healthy Home kit should cost $574.50, but it doesn't. It's down to $274.50, or that's how much you're saving. So that is an amazing deal. That is the better deal by far. But if your budget only allows the Healthy Start, it's all good. Whatever works is best. And you're going to see, you've been seeing my link on these last few pages. All you have to do is go to this link, mydoterra.com/my business name, Joyful Transformations. Make sure the oil is in that Joyful. And then you can click on whatever kit you want and get started from there. Or you can connect with me and I will help walk you through your options and customize what is best needed for you with your health and your budget. Now in November, remember I'm recording this in November, there is a special that any of those kits, you will get $50 in free oils of your choice with any 100 point value purchase. You can also pay the $35 and get 100 point value of anything that you want, a la carte. You can do it either way, but then doTERRA is going to give you 50 points equal to dollars that you can spend. Of course, I will teach you, train you. I'll offer a free personal wellness consult, again, from a functional medicine perspective. I equip you with a free essential oil guide, a bag of product samples. I'll teach you everything you need to know how to use your account and use your oils for your specific health concerns. Now, if you're watching this and it's not November, just connect with me because we always have special kinds of bonuses and incentives going for enrollment. So I'll make sure that you are blessed one way or the other. So I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this, but let me emphasize, education is not enough. I can't tell you how many people I have that come to my classes that or watch online. They learn, they love it. They feel like they're strong and empowered, but they're like, well, I'm not going to buy anything now. I'll wait. And then sure enough, I get the panicked phone call that a stomach bug or a flu bug or something has happened and they're in a panic. What do I do? Well, what you do is you buy a kit and you get yourself ready so that you're not going to panic when something comes down the pike. You're going to be ready and empowered and prepared for whatever comes down the pike. So I encourage you to do that. Even if your family is healthy now, something most likely is going to happen at some point, and I want you to be ready for that. I hope that you've learned. I hope you've been encouraged, empowered, and inspired by this class. Please connect with me with any questions or help that you need. People that work with me are well educated, well connected, and empowered to change their health and their lives. And it truly will be my honor to work with you. So until we meet again, have a great day, and I wish you all the health and happiness.